are able to enhance it up to 20% of the oil from the field. So using foam, we are using environmental friendly solutions.
It was my honor to receive a certificate from President of our Republic, and the award was 2-bedroom flat in Almaty, in Kazakhstan. Over 54 researchers is women.
Tengiz, Kashagan and Karachaganak are the three pillars of Kazakhstan's oil industry. These fields are a strategic national resource. They allow Kazakhstan to export oil and bring in a significant share of the country's budget revenues. Millions of tons are extracted here every year, yet most of the oil remains underground. Scientists, engineers and technologists are searching for new technical solutions to extract oil more efficiently for the country's economic benefit. Today, success in oil production is determined not by volume but by approach. Scientists, engineers and technologists are looking for solutions that are both effective and environmentally safe. As part of an enhanced oil recovery project implemented by the Petroleum Engineering Institute, Belt and Road, under the leadership of academician and Professor Saule Aydarova, Kazakh scientists are offering an innovative solution: foam with nanoparticles. Project researcher Aliya Temirkhan studies how this foam penetrates deep layers of rock and displaces oil that cannot be extracted by conventional methods. This approach makes it possible to recover up to 20% more hydrocarbons without harming the land or water resources.
In the field, we have a lot of oil remaining because with normal extraction, it's hard to extract the all amount of oil. Still, there are like 70% of the oil still in the field. So with our project, with foam, we are able to enhance it. It's mean up to 20% of the oil from the field. So using foam. Foam is consists of the water and nanoparticles and surfactants. So we optimize the amount of different surfactants and nanoparticles. We find the right combination and concentration of it in order to see how it will be more stable and increase our extraction. So most of all, according to the literature and a lot of research, using polymers to enhance oil recovery mainly, but in our case we use different methodology in different cases. Absolutely, we are using environmental friendly solutions because surfactants and water based and nanoparticles are all doesn't affect to the environment, to the ground, to the surface, or even to the water. Even it will be added to the water, it will be diluted, and in terms of the polymer, if it will be leakage of the polymer, that will affect to the everything around it. In terms of polymer, you need to buy to use for one field, for example, 100 liters. In terms of our foam and our surfactant solution with nanoparticles, you only need 1 liter. So no matter 1 liter comparing 100 liter, how much money you will save for the company.
Currently, Aliya Temirkhan is studying the behavior of the foam, adjusting the exact ratio of components, testing its stability, and learning how it performs under different conditions and how it can help extract more oil. But the potential of this technology goes beyond oil. In the future, nanoscopic foam could be used not only in the petroleum industry, but also adapted for medical applications, such as cleaning equipment and surfaces, or in the food industry to create more consistent products.
This is SDS solution, surfactant of 4 micromilliliters, and we have our type of syringe with a special needle. So we need to put it that way so our surface of our tube will not be touched with it. That's why we need a long needle, and we are at 20 milliliters of solution. So it's ready now. I do it slow. Now we are ready to do the measurements. You can see the level of the liquid is decreasing, and we have our foam moving up. On this screen we can see also how high, what is the height. We can see now how stable is our foam. So what is give us the information that when we already add this foam to the field, and we see how long it will work and what is the stability of the foam. Also you can see the size of the bubble. In addition, we can see the temperature over the time, because in the field the temperature may be slightly different comparing with the temperature at in the room temperature. So this is additional information we can apply. So we have a thermocouple here to preheat the solution to the temperature that will be in the field. This line will show you the foam height. The blue line is for foam height. The red line is liquid height. So here is our cuvette and tube. So solution come out from this point. Now we put it aside in order to check where is our cuvette. Cuvette is in here. This cuvette should be absolutely transparent and clean. You need to double check it from all edges. Once it's clean, now we will check the surface tension between air and our surfactant. So we put our cuvette back, clean tube in here. And this is our instrument in here. Yes, the solution will come via this tube. So this tube is always in the water. Now we can put it to our solvent. So this is a solution as this, and we are ready to start our measurement.
Representatives of oil companies are closely following the development. The industry is interested in the results and the cost, but the team of scientists is not rushing. The project is now at a crucial stage. In the laboratory, the formulas have already proven their effectiveness. The next step is a pilot test in real-world conditions. Only after that will it be possible to talk about large-scale implementation of this method. Interest from business, support from the university and the government, all this gives the team of scientists confidence that the innovation will be in demand in the industry. Aliya Temirkhan didn't grow up dreaming of becoming a scientist. Her passion for science came later during laboratory practice through her first experiments and a curiosity about what happens during a chemical reaction. She studied in Kazakhstan, Russia, and the United Kingdom.
I don't have any scientists in my family, so none of them are working in science. At the moment, they can say that they're proud of me because there was some time they say, no, maybe it doesn't worth it, and maybe it's better to do go to the industry, work in, for example, oil and gas company, and make more money. I'm not the good example of the woman who keep that balance. So honestly, sometimes I may not see my son for a long time, but at the moment I'm trying to spend one day in a week, entire day with my family. So in order to compromise the missing time. So for example, if I come from the business trip, I've been away for example 2 weeks, and I tried to compromise with 2 days at home. So, and another part as a woman, you need to do cooking, cleaning, everything at home, all this type of the responsibilities on your end. Just ask help. So in Kazakhstan, women trying to put everything on their own shoulder and try to do everything, to do good work, be a good mother, do everything clean. And say, I'm not a perfect. I can do cooking, but if I don't have time, I would not, first of all, blame myself for this, that not be able to cook. And just I can order food. And in terms of the cleaning, okay, it can be messed up sometimes, but I can do the cleaning the other day. Especially with a child at home, I start to look at these things like cleaning and cooking different way. I would spend 2 hours for cleaning. I rather spend 2 hours playing with my son.
Aliya Temirkhan returned to Kazakhstan 3 years ago. Before that, she spent years studying, researching, and working abroad. Now she's learning how to be both a scientist and a mother at the same time. Most of her friends are from the research world, and she often sees them at work between experiments. But she doesn't get to spend as much time with her family as she would like. Even at home, her mind stays on her projects. Swimming and walks in the Almaty mountains help her switch off and recharge.
They say no gender in engineering. So basically, if there is a big jar of 50 liter of liquid nitrogen, you should carry it yourself. So, or if there is a big balloon of the hydrogen, you need to carry it yourself. So there is no challenge, but it's more physically. But mentally, emotionally, I never see any disrespect in this case. Even recently, I saw the statistics that in Kazakhstan, over 54 researchers is women. It was my honor to receive a certificate from President of our republic, and the award was 2-bedroom flat in Almaty. This was a program as a supporting young scientists in Kazakhstan who doesn't have their own property. So as a part of this program, I was honored and awarded with this prize. One day I had a call saying, "You've been invited to receive a certificate." That was a big shock, and because this is the first time I ever heard that somebody can be granted with just doing his own work with this type of privilege.
Since returning to Kazakhstan, Aliya Temirkhan has focused on sharing everything she brought back with her, knowledge, experience, and the mindset she gained at some of the world's leading universities. Now all of it is being applied here in the lab. Her goal is to help science grow in her country and give students the same opportunities researchers have abroad, access to modern equipment and international collaboration. Students often tell her that they want to become a scientist too. For Aliya, that's the best compliment. The most important thing she teaches them is that in chemistry, everything begins with responsibility and safety.
When I was a student, I burned out all my hands. That was very important in a laboratory to keep safety. One of the key in laboratory is safety. I learned this lesson from hard side because I didn't pay attention much on safety rules, and accidentally during the synthesis, my burette I moved it very hard, and there is a bromium was spilled all my hands and actually burned out all the skin from both my hands. So thank God that I recovered very well, but that type of the experiment teach me to pay more attention on safety rules and be extremely cautious in working in laboratory. It's not funny, but I mean, it's a good lesson for everyone.
Today, Aliya Temirkhan serves as the scientific supervisor of the Razghalım project, which aims to support young researchers and develop scientific potential in the country's priority areas. Within this program, experienced mentors work with early career researchers, preparing them to participate in international conferences, compete for scientific grants, and publish their research. Special attention is given to building research competencies, fostering critical thinking, and engaging young scholars in addressing current scientific and technological challenges. Aliya also serves as the general manager at the Belt and Road Petroleum Engineering Institute. This initiative brings together scientists from different countries to find sustainable technological solutions for the oil and gas industry. Aliya coordinates projects and supports the development of international collaboration.
Science has no border. That's why this is good base for the developing new technologies along one road, which is included about 200 countries. And in 200 countries, we have a lot of universities. Our research group is open, internationally open, because we have about 10 members from China now in doctoral schools, as well as in master degree, because it will be very nice for the producing new technologies by using of knowledge and technology transfer. And it will be very big benefit for not only our country, also all Central Asian countries, as well as China and Russia, our neighbors.
We are in a good collaboration with Chinese partners. Our collaboration partners say, "Oh, there is no new funding announcement come out in a collaboration with the Kazakhstan. So you are our closest partner. We can apply together for this funding." We are looking for more collaboration with the Chinese universities, Chinese Center of Transfer Technology, Chinese University of Science and Technology, and because there are research, it's not only based on my project. They have different type of the project, and they have also more experience in some other field. For example, we are recently start to work on new project, like we are working on filters that remove contaminants from the water, protect the water, and also in oil and gas field. From the pipeline, we also was recently start to discuss type of the collaboration with Qatar University. Other Malaysia, Indonesia, that type of the collaboration, different universities in different countries help us in our mission.
Aliya Temirkhan is the face of the Kazakhstani science. She's involved in the development of an innovative foam that helps extract oil from hard-to-reach areas. This technology is environmentally friendly, cost-effective, and makes it possible to recover up to 20% more oil. In addition, as a chemical engineer, she builds partnerships with international universities so that scientific ideas born in Kazakhstan can find practical application around the world.